and welcome back to English Chatroom Podcast. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Rose. Thanks for joining us today.
Today, we're going to talk about something that touches everyone's life: money.
Yes, money. Whether you have just a little or a lot, we all need to deal with it every single day. And when native English speakers talk about money, they often use idioms. That's right. Now, Thomas, what exactly are idioms?
Good question. Idioms are special expressions where the meaning is different from the words themselves. For example, if I say, "That jacket cost me an arm and a leg," it doesn't mean I gave my arm or leg to the shop. It simply means the jacket was very expensive.
Exactly. And that's why idioms are fun but also important for learners. They make English sound more natural and alive.
So here's the plan for today's episode. First, we'll listen to a short dialogue between two friends. They'll share their money struggles and money dreams. Then, Rose and I will explain each idiom step by step with simple examples that you can use in your daily life.
Are you ready? Let's begin.
Dialogue between two friends. "Oh, Lucas, I'm really struggling this month. I'm flat broke. After I paid my rent and my bills, I have nothing left. Not even $5. I can't even buy dinner outside."
Same here. I'm trying to tighten my belt until payday. I don't go to cafes. I don't buy snacks. Last week, my friends invited me to a party, but I said no. I didn't want to spend more money.
Yeah, I understand. Last weekend, I went shopping and I spent money like water. I saw a big sale and thought, "Oh, this is cheap. I should buy it." First shoes, then a jacket, then a bag. It felt exciting in the store, but when I came home and opened my wallet, empty. Now I feel so silly.
That happens to me too. I got paid last week, and for one day I felt rich. I even bought takeaway food for dinner. But 2 days later, most of the money was gone. And then, of course, something bad happened. My car broke down. The repair cost me an arm and a leg. The mechanic gave me the bill and I almost cried. It was $500.
Oh no, that's terrible. Cars always cost an arm and a leg. Petrol, insurance, repairs. That's why I don't even want to buy a car. I just use the bus.
Maybe you're smarter than me. But still, life is expensive. Every month I pay rent, I buy food, I buy a bus ticket, and then nothing is left. I feel I'm living from hand to mouth.
I feel the same. My friends talk about going on holiday, and I want to say yes, but I can't. I only have enough for food and bills. I'm living from hand to mouth, too. It makes me worried every month.
Yeah. Every time I think, this month I will save, something happens. A big bill, a birthday gift, or the car. And my savings disappear. It makes me feel so tired.
Sometimes I look at people on Instagram. They travel, they eat in fancy restaurants, they buy new clothes every week. I don't understand how they do it.
Me neither. Honestly, I don't want to be super rich. I just want to feel safe. I want some money in the bank so I don't worry every time something happens.
Same here. But still, sometimes I dream. I dream about winning the lottery. Imagine hitting the jackpot.
If I won, I'd buy a little house by the sea. I'd drink coffee on the balcony every morning and never worry about bills again.
That sounds amazing. If I hit the jackpot, I'd travel the world. First Japan, then Italy, then Brazil. I'd eat delicious food and stay in beautiful hotels.
Deal. If you win first, take me on one of your trips.
Of course, and if you win first, let me stay in your seaside house.
It's a deal. But let's be honest, next month we'll still be tightening our belts.
True, but at least we can dream together.
Explaining the idioms. Okay, that was an interesting conversation. Let's look at the idioms one by one.
1. Flat broke. This means you have no money at all. Your wallet is empty, your bank account is empty, You can't even buy small things like coffee. Example, imagine it's the end of the month. You paid your rent, your bills, and bought food. Now you only have two left. You are flat broke.
2. Tighten your belt. This means to spend less money than usual. You only pay for important things like rent and food, and you stop buying extras. Example: when Rose first moved to London, rent was high and her salary was low. She had to tighten her belt. She cooked at home, stopped buying coffee outside, and walked instead of taking the bus.
3. Spend money like water. This means to spend money very fast, without thinking carefully. Example, my cousin spends money like water. As soon as she gets her salary, she buys expensive clothes and makeup. 1 week later, she says, I have no money left.
4. Cost an arm and a leg. This means something is very expensive. Example: my laptop cost me an arm and a leg. I needed it for work, but it was so expensive that I had to save carefully for months afterwards.
5. Live from hand to mouth. This means you only have enough money for the basics: rent, food, and bills. Nothing extra, no savings. Example: when I was a student, I lived from hand to mouth. After paying rent and buying food, I had nothing left for cinema or holidays.
6. Hit the jackpot. This means you suddenly become very lucky or get a lot of money. Example: if you buy a lottery ticket and win millions, you hit the jackpot. But we also use it in life. For example, if you find the perfect job or apartment, you can say, I hit the jackpot.
Closing. So today we learned 6 idioms about money. Flat broke, tighten your belt, spend money like water, cost an arm and a leg, live from hand to mouth, and hit the jackpot.
Idioms make your English sound more natural and colorful. Don't try to remember all of them at once. Choose one or two and use them this week.
Exactly. The more you connect idioms to your real life, the easier they are to remember.
And don't forget, learning English is like saving money. A little every day makes a big difference in the future.
I love that. Keep practicing, keep listening, and soon you'll hit the jackpot with your English skills.
Thanks for listening to English Chatroom Podcast. Take care, everyone, and see you next time.